Okay, so I'm gonna start making this video before I lose my nerve. So, what is this video all about today and why am I in a store? Well, I'm making a video in a store today because this video is gonna be all about overcoming fears. Okay, so what is my fear here? Well, walking through a store with a video camera is very weird. So people see you making a video in a store, they're like, what the heck is this person doing? And why are they making a video in the middle of a store? Well, you have to ignore that and you have to be yourself anyway. And this is something called approval addiction. This is my particular fear, approval addiction. Doing something that could be seen as weird in public, anything that can make you seem like you're outside the norm is something that can hold you back. So, what are the benefits of getting over approval addiction? I'm struggling to speak right now because recording a video in the middle of a store, even though it's not very many people here, is kind of weird. What's the benefits of it? Well, the benefits of getting over approval addiction would be you can free yourself. You're not in a cage anymore. When you have approval addiction, you are caged to basically society. You're not free to be yourself and do what you would like to do. So getting over your fears is one of the strongest things you can do in order to boost happiness. Now, getting over fears, what does that do for happiness anyway? Well, number one, it boosts your adrenaline because you're scared. Just like I'm a little wimp right now and I'm kind of scared. And as I'm doing this more, I'm getting more and more comfortable though. And right now I'm feeling much better. And what happens after you overcome that fear is that you get to then enjoy not only the adrenaline of the fear, but the joy of overcoming a fear. So, the tip of the day for happiness, our tangible tip of the day, go do something you're scared of. And yeah, good luck guys. Enjoy the fear, push through it, and hope you guys have a good day. I gotta do this more often. Okay. Back to the safety and comfort of home. So let's recap a little bit on what happened in the store and talk a little bit about facing those fears, because I think there's a couple of things I left out because my brain just pretty much shut off as I was in the store. So number one, it was really interesting to me because I didn't think this was going to be a huge step. I thought this was going to be a tiny little thing. It's a small grocery store, and it wasn't going to be that big of a deal for me to overcome this particular fear. So this video would be sort of easier to make, but still overcoming a fear. The funny thing is, as soon as I walked in the store, like as soon as I pulled up to the store, I started thinking of all kinds of reasons. I was like, oh no, I should go down to the Strip because I live in Las Vegas. So I was like, I should just go down to the Strip and do it in a big casino. And I was like, nope, that would be easier because I could blend into a crowd. A lot of people are holding their phones. There's a lot of younger people down there. And it's not as much of a dilemma. Now up here in this small little store with these older people, not very many people there, I got into the parking lot and I said, okay, I shouldn't go in here. And then I thought of the motivational speaker and I don't know what else you want to call him, David Goggins. I was watching something last night. He was like, if it sucks, we're going to do it. So I was like, all right, just because I don't want to go in here, this is exactly the reason why I am going to go in here. So I went in, and as soon as I went in, I was like, this isn't going to be that bad. I hyped myself up with a little bit of music and everything before. Like, this ain't going to be bad. I got this. As soon as I walk in the store, I start to feel my heart rate increase a little bit. I start feeling my palms get a little bit sweaty. And yeah, I'm in fear mode. I'm holding my phone in my hand. And as long as I'm walking around like a normal human being looking at groceries and stuff like that, I feel fine. But as soon as it came to pulling out that phone and trying to record, boy, It was bad. It's funny though. Something so small and that something is so normal people do all the time can be such a big hurdle for some people. And approval addiction is definitely one of my huge hurdles. Now, if you've never heard of approval addiction before, let's go a little bit more into what it is. So, approval addiction is basically where you have to do things according to society standards. Essentially, you are captive to whatever society standards are. So, here's an example. So, I couldn't go outside right now to a public place and just like lay on the floor. And the reason I use that example is because of a book that I've read, which is called The 4 Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Now, Tim Ferriss essentially uses this technique, the same technique that I use today, in order to overcome other people's judgment, fears, and things like that. He will deliberately go out into a crowded plaza, lay down for 5 seconds, give nobody any explanation, and when the 5 seconds or 15 seconds, however long it is over, he gets up and walks away. No explanations given, no smiles to the people around him to comfort them and explain what he was doing. He just does it. And this is essentially attacking your fears head on, attacking judgment of others head on. And once you get over that, you are probably going to experience more freedom than you've ever known in your life. That's a whole other world that I haven't even exposed myself to yet. And just the possibilities are endless once you free yourself from that. If you have that. I mean, most of you guys probably don't. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys do. But I know a lot of us do. So, and now that fear that I was talking about earlier, what does that fear do for you? Again, it's that adrenaline, and that boost in adrenaline will wake you up a little bit. And not only will you be awake, once you overcome that fear, the joy of overcoming a fear is really, really cool. Like, I can sit here and smile pretty big right now because I did that. And I can say, you know what? I said I was going to do it and I did it. And that's pretty awesome. So that is your tangible tip of the day. Attack your fears. And it may be in small pieces, maybe in small chunks. You may not be able to handle everything, fully right off the bat, like I didn't. My store run was in I started off, I walked through a crowded aisle, and then I turned into a not crowded aisle where there was like one guy shopping for like birthday cards, and I ended up staying in that aisle for the rest of the video. So it was like a win and a fail at the same time, but I feel like it was a win. It was a small win. It was a small victory, and I was happy about it. I'm happy about it. So go attack those fears piece by piece. And as you attack those fears, you're going to feel yourself, can't speak. As you attack those fears, you're going to feel yourself grow and develop a thicker skin. And that's what it's all about, right? So there it is. Tangible tip of the day, attack your fears. All right, guys. See you in the next one.